Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be making this beautiful top. It's a Bustier sleeveless top, but if you like you can fix a sleeve to it. So first I'll be marking 1 inch for the button stand. So I'll mark 1 inch for the button stand. Then I'll go on and measure your bust point, 10.5. I'll be using 10.5 for this tutorial. Then the under bust measurement 14 and the waistline. Fixing your measurement accurately. Then the top length. Okay, your desired top length. Then we'll connect it together just like this. Okay, so the next one now we'll go on and measure the neck width. Just measure 3 inches first. Your shoulder measurement divided by 2. Everything is 7.5. Then you come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Then connect it to the neck width, and then you measure your armhole. I'll be using 7.5 for this, and you know how to get your armhole is your bust round divided by 6 plus 1.5. So you connect it, and the distance between this armhole and your bust point is going to be your chest line. So whatever your armhole is, measure it again and divide it by 2. So find the midpoint, then at that midpoint go in by 3/4 inch in order to create a armhole curve for the front. Note we are drafting the front first. Then on the waistline, I'm going to measure my nipple to nipple distance, 8 divided by 2, that's 4. So doing this, we are working on the dart. So 4 inches for the dart placement. Then on the top length also, I measure the 4 inches. Remember, it's a bustier. Okay, so in order to extend this line, go to your shoulder. Whatever measurement you have there, divide it by 2. That's find the midpoint and mark it. So from your bust point, you're going to connect it to this place you just marked on your shoulder line. Connect it this way. Okay. So on the waistline, on both sides of this dart, measure 1 inch on both sides of this line. You stop at the under bust and connect it to the waistline with a straight line. Then from the under bust to your bust point, you use a curved ruler and connect it this way. Okay. Then from the waistline also, that's on the top length, measure 1 inch on both sides, just the way you did on the waistline. And connect the straight line like this also. Okay, so now we'll work on the neck depth. You decide how deep you want the neck to be. So I don't want it to be too high and not too low. In short, I don't want cleavage showing. So I measure 6 inches. I measure 6 inches. And I measure in 2 places so that where it will be connected to the dart line. So you mark it this way. So that's the neck depth for the front. And you remember that all your measurement is going to start from the button stand. After the button stand, okay? So this is it for the neck. Then we'll fix in the body measurement. Your bust round divided by 4 plus 2 inches. Your waist round divided by 4. 2 inches for that allowance. Then 2 inches for seam allowance. Then you go to the top length also. So you fix in your hip round divided by 4. 2 inches for the dart allowance and 2 inches for seam allowance. So I'm just cross-checking the measurements now, just to be sure. And once you are done with that, you connect this marked point with your ruler. So you can just do it this way. Then blend the sharp edges. Okay. So now I'm going to be fixing in a side buster. So on the bust point, I came down by 1 inch and connected slantly to the dart line. 1 inch came down by 1 inch. The bust cup is all big, so 1 inch is okay. Okay, so then from the waistline to the top length, we're going to decide the part where we're going to do the slanting, like the little opening at the center front. So I just measure about 5 inches from the top length upward. Then sideway I measured about 1.5 inch. If you check the picture very well, you can see it's not too open. So you can use 1 inch or 1.5. So I use 1.5, like away from the center front. Then on the side part also, I went up by 2 inches in order to create a curve there. Then remember that all these our body measurements is taken after the button stand. Please don't forget. So that is it for the front. So you can go on and cut it out now. Once you are sure of everything, you're sure about everything, you can cut it off now. So then this is for the opening at the down part. Okay, so I just hold on for now in order to finish the back. So this is the back. I went on pattern for the back measurement. So I went on to fixing my bust point 10.5, then the waistline, then the top length. So I won't be using under bust for here because there's no breast at the back. The bust point, the waistline, and the top length. Then you connect it this way. Okay. Then the neck width. Remember initially we used 3 inches. The shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then the shoulder slope. Just the same thing we did earlier. So then you create your armhole curve, your bust round divided by 6 plus 1.5. Then whatever you have at the shoulder area, take it to where your armhole stop in order to be sure of a straight line. Then you find the distance between that place and the armhole in order to create your chest line. Because the chest line is just the line that extends from under the armpit. Then you create your curve like this. So for the back, it's just a simple curve like this. Then we fix in our dart placement. So measure 4 inches, which is your nipple to nipple. Then from the chest line, I came down by 1 inch. You know, since there's no breast at the back, so our dart can really go up. Then on the top length also, I measured the 4 inches, which is nipple to nipple distance, and extend it down. So we've created the so I measured ½ inch on both sides of this line. So from the waistline, I'm connecting it to the top length first. Okay. Then from the waistline, I'll connect it to the upper part, which is 1 inch below the chest line. Then you come up to the shoulder, find the midpoint of this part of the shoulder and connect it. So that the neck width can be the same with the front. So that's why we need to follow the same thing as per the shoulder area. Then you decide how deep you want the back also to be. So I think I make use of the same 6x6 or the same 5. Okay, so but it depends on what you want. So I think I make use of 5. So then I created a side bust dart for the front. So I need to remove 1 inch from the back length. so that it can be the same length with the front, because already the front is short by 1 inch. So I need to remove the 1 inch also from the back. So that's how the bust that works. Then you fix in the body measurements. Bust round divided by 4 plus 2 inches same allowance. Then the waist round divided by 4 plus 1 inch for that allowance. Then 2 inches for seam. The same thing on the top length. Your hip round divided by 4 plus 1 inch for that. Then 2 inches for seam. So please don't confuse it. I use 1 inch for the dart allowance at the back, because it's just a simple dart. It's the front that really needs enough dart allowance. Then at the center back on the waistline, I came in by I went in by 3/4 inch in order to remove excess at the center back, so that when you wear this it will sit perfectly on the body. Excess fabric or excess this bulginess or whatever, you remove it from the back. So that is it. So I'm only shading the parts that will be cut out, and yeah, we're almost done. So I'm removing the 1 inch first. Okay, so then I'll be going up by 2 inches here to create the cuff by the side. We did the same thing for the front, so that it will be the same. Then you cut it out. So just watch the way I carefully cut this out. So if you watch this video to this point, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe. So we'll go on and cut the front. Carefully watch this also. If you are used to my bustier videos, you know I love putting the side dart, because it helps elevate, it helps the bust, the curve to come out very well. It helps the curve to form properly, honestly. So you can try it out and see also. The bust dart, it's helpful when working on a bustier. Even a princess dart, it helps. So see the way I carefully remove the center front, removing the dart now. So you go on and place it on the fabric. Remember to add your joining allowance to the necessary part. So see the way I'm cutting out the side bust that you cut it almost to the edge, but not to the edge. Then you overlap it. If you have a masking tape, use it to cover it up, or you use your pen. It's as simple as this, guys. So go ahead and try your own, and feel free to share the outcome with us. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.